Hey YouTubers, got a 2011 Hyundai Tucson. It's an all-wheel drive four-cylinder, and the customer complaint was check engine lights on. So let's get right into it, and it runs fine, and see what the codes are, and see what we need to do to figure out what's causing this. Going to be using the Triton D10 snap-on this particular one. Let's see, let's get her all logged in. Turn the key on, find the connector. Oh, auto IDing here. So there we are. The 2011 Tucson. It's a 2.4 liter dual cam with the CVT. All right, so we're going to do a code scan across the board here. We haven't fixed this problem yet. So we got some intake runner position circuit, exhaust control solenoid. We got a bunch of stuff here. Let's look into first the intake manifold runner circuit, which is current. The others are not for history. History codes. All right. Intake runner manifold performance bank one current code. Let's get up underneath the hood. I think for starters we'll do a key on engine run test. Let's just see if the solenoid's operating throughout the front here and see what we got going on. Let's spin around here. I can magnify this. We'll zoom in later, but the intake manifold running is right here. The vacuum hoses are connected and good. And make sure she's operating. I really want to zoom in. You can see this kind of hose is right there and the thing's setting down in there. Let's go into bilateral communications on my scanner. Engine and functional test. Here on engine running test. Engine is running. There's the intake solenoid option. Get a light on this solenoid. Which again is right down here. And an arm on it. Yep. Let's go in and open and close this thing, see if the computer can control it, high voltage, and be able to ground the circuit. And yes. Okay, so the solenoid is popping off and on there. There we go. So it's cycling the solenoid. All right, so the solenoid and the vacuum switch and the ability of the computer to control that is 100%. There's an IMRC controller over here. We need to see if the computer can control that. If not, then we have to check our powers and grounds to it. But let's see if it does anything. Into engine and functional test. Engine off test. Turn the engine off. Continue. VCM. VCM motor option. Continue. Let's see if we can hear it. I got noise canceling on my microphone, so you won't hear it. I'm going to feel it with my finger. Get some movement as we feel it moving back and forth. So that motor's working. Then I have to pull this intake and look internal, see if it's carbon built up and possibly in there in the valve for what's going on. Okay, let's get this cylinder or this intake manifold off of here. I see some crud down there, so I'm going to blow all the crud out of the way up top of the intake. Get this thing off of here. This cover off. So right there. So we got some 10s. It looks like some 12s. Let's put the light up there. That we'll take off and work from there. Let's go ahead and pull the oil dipstick tube, our oil dipstick out. Place it up there. And get that wiring harness that's on top out of there first, and probably maybe the injectors. Let's see how it goes. Put the pins on top there. Whoop! I knew I got my light. A tin here on the side. I am going to drop that upper coolant hose. I'm just setting all my nuts and my bolts up top. Go ahead and get that radiator hose off. Make sure we don't have any pressure on the system. Loosening our cap. We're good. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect our battery. Put that over to the side. Injectors plug in right here. Let's disconnect all of our fuel injectors. Let the harness goes that way. Take off as much of this stuff as we can. Plug back here on your cam sensor. We need to unplug. Comes across the top of your valve cover there. I believe these will pop up out of there. Side in. There. Oops. We'll push things on each side to attach that to it. And then we'll move that to this side. There's a temperature sensor there, and that's another DVT solenoid right there. And right here we have our grid trick out. And let's unplug our IMOC wiring. On this side. There we go. We might have one more wire going down that way. to our solenoid. Just going after this wiring first down here. We do have some wires. Thumb's really sore. Oops. The tabs are very difficult for me to press. One wire goes way, way down to your crank sensor, and then one going up underneath. Probably don't have to take all that off, but we'll get as much room as we can get this harness out of the way. Let us go to 12s and get our fuel rail out. And then from the bottom, it's not to pull our clips out on our injectors. Trying to anyway. All right, fuel injectors over to the side. Check our O-rings. That back in there. And the little retainers came off. And it's right here. So let's remove that. Didn't realize that our audio was not working, so we're back. I'm taking off the coolant hose. You saw it on both of the fuel injectors, 12, 10 millimeters, that kind of thing. I pulled the separator with the hose, took off a lot of wiring. I just wanted to get a lot of the wires out of my way as loose as I could. That's I tried to release that with the clamp right down there. See if I can get that diagram putting in plug. Just to that, I guess, up the hose. Something underneath it. I'm trying to stay on point with you guys. Everybody's like to work with you guys. Shooting video is really tough for me because getting pets, everybody in Canada, and for me to shop, that would be great. Send them my way. Good in Canada. Just outside Tampa. Alright, so we got some more 12s down there. We're going to have to take off around here through this hole. There's a hole down on this side and one on that side that we're going to be taking out. A little light on the subject. Awesome. I've lit so many lights lately. So this way after this one on inside there. And after that, it disappeared. Take that hose and pull it up out of there and wrap it up over this way. The AC compressor is missing. Yeah, he told me that. Yeah, he told me that. He said, I don't have AC. I'm not worried about it. Took it out. These are easy to get to. Some are a little bit harder than others. Little magnets can be very nice. If we get to that. Well, it's out of there. They're kind of long. Yeah, visual is all right. This side of it here. This is an old Milwaukee unusual. The new one was going to be on its way. All right, so it's 12 mil here. I'm the go-to guy. Stop. Things are going awry. Let's see. He's moving. And something over here on this side bagger real quick. It's smashed. I know I say him a lot. But there's a hoses coming around there. And this one side can go through here. Turn that on that. I got a 12 on here. How about that? Good. Let's take the throttle body off here. Wait a minute. So to do that, let's see how to do that. And everything up this way. And then we get that throttle body out of there, and we'll be good. The throttle body goes up over here on this side. It's probably a camera angle from the other side might have been nice, but turn this and get the throttle body up on there, and you can take the whole thing out good. The throttle body connected. That's up to you. I'm gonna unbolt it. There's the wire harness going to the map sensor down here. Let's change camera angles for a minute. Alright, so you can see our throttle body's right here. A couple of hoses going to it. And then that sensor's right there. Here. And it looks like this run harness is gone. One more tab down there on a 10 millimeter, probably we could take that out. So, Then we can put up retainer right there. Possibly. I'm gonna have to take the 10 mil out with a ratcheting type of tool, just because of the room. Right? Really that way, it's that way. I have a new underhood light coming. If you care, maybe I'll debut it on the next video. These hoses right here, still holding it, so go ahead and squeeze those clamps and get them out of there. As hard as you can. You back through 7 minutes. The other day, on the stupid. You want two? I don't care. Like, just surf and fry if you're good for this stuff. I like it. Well, the hose that nobody wants to give up, right? Now, to do it yourself or testing things with that by audio communication. There is a way to do it manually. We're not showing that. I went in or the other. One of these things got to come out of here. That's the one I get. Really can't do another hose on this side. Let's see here. So it looks like the dipstick tube assembly has its clock. Difficult stuff down there, but I'm thinking we can bend it back enough to get it out of there. So I'm going to do that, being very careful not to break anything. We don't need much of it. See what else might be holding this in. Right up against our fan. There this come up to give us a little bit more room. Really disconnecting that hose right there too, anyway. One end of the other PCB hose right there. Closer. There's something down there. It's maybe a wire or something. That's a wire. think the knock sensor wires are that are connected to the bracket down here. There's two of them. And they're holding us from the moving. If you ever see, you know, you get a pick down inside there when I get it out, get the retainers out, push them down. Something wrong though. Let's try this one. Give it a shot anyway. You just can't see the release for that. Like the wires to go up underneath here. And you might be able to get a little bit more wind. I haven't been distracted for it, so you will have with me on it. Well, there's a 10 down there that holds it to it. That's probably going to be the best way to get it out. You're going to have to put down inside there. It's not easy to get to. And get this little lock here and here would be good. I don't care if it falls. I'll pick it up later. Some millimeter. Got it. I think that's hopefully the last thing. What's what they do? I'm missing something very simple. Anyway, on this right here, go to the bottom, goes to the alternator. There's actually a bracket down there underneath the bottom. Normally, you would have had to go down through the bottom and disconnected that bracket. Somebody has already unbolted the bracket from the block. I'm never to do that. Yes. Still have to get the bracket out of the way. So 12 millimeter. It's down underneath here. Crappy spot. See if I can get it with a quarter-inch ratchet and 12. It ain't always a piece of tape, that's for sure. I believe it's a 12. It felt like it. Maybe it's not. Been easier underneath. I'll grab the 13. Somebody has mixed my sockets up. It is a 12. I'll show you that one. Get the same anyway. Very difficult. You have it really still. There might be seawater coming down through this. And way back. Once you get the thing in there, you can get back a different way. Sorry, this is doing, but I never understand. And starter down there. How are you doing that? What do you like me now? Alright, so there's one thing. The runners are down inside there. And they're not working. But I did find a report talking to the dealership that said the rental account and loan this going down right here, breaking these off. It even looks like they're in the wrong position for this. Even though they're self-complaining, I don't think it was doing anything. We got two boats that hold it on. Got tons of biggest motor out. This one right here. I would assume it's like a window wiper motor if I was window motor. Probably gears inside the strip. Like this one made sounds. Didn't do anything. Let's look at this. And those these. They are filthy. That's the carbon on those. Definitely are good. So this motor going to wind up being our problem, not functioning. All right, I talked to the customer about this since there's nothing really visibly seen. I do believe it's the motor, but He opted for a whole intake manifold, brand new, and it comes with everything too. So that's a no-brainer. It's a fixer right there. So from the dealer, there's your part numbers from Fitzgerald Auto, Honda Way, Hyundai. So let's just start putting her back together. Now remember that stinking bracket underneath the bottom down there? Let me grab my light again. Right there's the one I was talking about. It was unbolted and it bolts right there and bolts up to the bottom of the intake. So I'm going to do the rest of all of that from underneath the car and reconnect that whole bracket right there once we get it on. Seems like a better choice to me anyway. Okay, so we're hooking up the bolt here, wires, and a bunch of stuff to get together. This is 17, I think it's at 17 and a half, about 17 inch pounds on the torque on all these. So we want to get it all torqued in. Torque wrench set up. Starting in the middle and working our way out. Seems awful tight. We're at. There we go. And one more. Right here then. Connect our hose. Like I should have done that first. So we got our hose back on here, and all this is torqued in. We got our fuel injectors rail to lay down in here. Throttle body's going to be bolted up here in just a second. Lubricate those a little bit so those O-rings don't split. Hopefully we don't have to replace those. Since a weak impact, we'll run these in. Not going to torque that. All right. These are 10 millimeters on our throttle body. And I'm missing one. Huh. Don't recall dropping a throttle body bolt. Okay. Wires back up here. Well, we got to get our map sensor in a little bit. Let's go ahead and start this 10 millimeter down here on the bracket. See if it's going to be in the way first, though. Nope, I think we'll put our map sensor in first before we do that. We can plug it in. Guess my ears are getting, earbuds won't stay in. All right. Okay, throttle body bolts and find the one that I dropped. If in fact that's what I did. I thought I put everything up here. Go ahead and put this oil stick back in. Do one less thing. Put this 10 millimeter on this bracket down below here for this. Drop that. Let me picking that one up now. Get all these brackets in place. All right, we just have to tighten that up. We got to find the auto body gasket like I was talking about. And we also got to take it back up and do the underside stuff on there. All right, this is just for show. 2 bolts going in there, and then 2 bolts going up on the bottom bracket. You will have to pull this whole under cover here off to get those in there and start it, but they're in. Finishing up on this video, I had to button some things together, so I'm going to go over it real quickly. The whole, excuse me, the intake's on, okay, the air breather hose and all that stuff. The upper radiator hose got back in. The connectors underneath there went back in. All the side stuff's back on. PCV hose. All right. Your cam sensors and all your actuators. In actuality, guys, the vehicle was kicking a code for a P200A immediately. Even after I cleared them, I didn't include that in the first part of the video. Started it up, ran it, no codes. So this is a fix. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.